Welcome back. I'm here with Football League editor Pascal Lemaire to talk about Saturday's championship match between QPR and Bolton. Start with the home side, Pascal, down into the bottom half of the table, no wins in four. There's a lot of doom and gloom around the club now.
There is. The results aren't going well and the injuries as well. I mean, they've lost Charlie Austin now for a month, and that is just such a huge blow because they did so well to keep him in the summer, and then to now lose him for the next month. I think it's about a month he's out. Jamie Mackey's out for 2 as well, so really bad there. And that was in the same game. They lost 4-0 to Fulham. West London derby there, and yeah, just an awful night for the club. So many things went wrong, conceding 3 goals in the first half an hour, and yeah, the goals, some of the goals they conceded, I mean, Fulham, a couple of the goals were good goals for Fulham, you have to credit them, but QPR, the defending was really average at some points. And the thing is, earlier on in the match they put together this really crisp passing move, one of the best moves I've seen in the Championship in recent years, but they couldn't finish it. Luongo missed the target, and then that was the turning point really. If he'd scored there, it might have been a different result, but they fell 3-0 down, then lost Austin to injury, and then there was a moment as well when Sherry, the other striker, he got taken off, and instead of going and sitting in the dugout like you always do when you get taken off, he walked off. He wanted to go back down the tunnel, but the problem is at Fulham, the dugouts are here and the tunnel's right in the other corner, round the corner, so he had to walk right around the edge of the pitch, and then he was clapping the fans on his way off, and they clapped him as well. I'm not sure, surely you want your player to be a team player, you want him to go and sit on the dugout with the rest of them, but he didn't do that. And so yeah, it's a big blow for QPR. No win in 4 games, and they've now lost Charlie Austin, their star player. So I mean, the only thing you could possibly shine a positive light on it is that the international break after this is part of that injury layoff for him, so that he won't miss as many games as he might have done at another part of the season. That's the only positive really, because yeah, things not looking good for them.
But despite all that, they'll still come into this match as favourites because Bolton, they're struggling to pick up wins at the moment and hovering just above the relegation zone.
Yeah, they are. They're not losing too many games either. It's just 1 defeat in 6, but only 1 win in 6 as well. They've had 4 draws in that run, so it's just a lot of draws for them. And last time out was one of those draws. And you have to say probably the best of the bunch, because they fell 2-0 down to league leaders Brighton, who have been really good this season. And you think that's game over then once this falls to 2-0. But they get a goal quickly back through Neil Dans, and then Jamie Murphy gets sent off in the second half, I think it was, for a tackle that I think the referee had looked back on it and think maybe he made the wrong call there, because the challenge itself was a really bad tackle, but Jamie Murphy clearly slipped when he was going to make the tackle, so it's not the sort of challenge he was trying to make, and he couldn't really help himself in the end. And that obviously helped Bolton. Brighton going down to 10 men, and eventually they put on a lot of pressure towards the end of the game, and eventually it told Gary Medine getting the equaliser in the 94th minute, because he'd already missed a host of chances there. So it was obviously good to get a point there, but it doesn't exactly help Bolton too much. They're still just 21st in the table and a long way to go this season.
See them getting anything out of this one?
I don't really know. I think QPR, they have lost Austin, but I still think they should go into this game as favourites. And I don't think it'll be a high-scoring game, maybe quite tight, but I think QPR will nick it 1-0.
Sportsmall going for a 1-0 win for QPR.